Good afternoon, folks. It's been a little slow on the celebrity death front lately, but it seems like since James Earl Jones, not a whole lot has happened. But I do have two that I'd like to mention. That two people who died yesterday, November 18th. One is sports related, the other is music related. A couple of our favorite topics. So the first one is Mr. Robert Earl Love. No relation to Jordan Love or Mike Love, but he was a great forward in the National Basketball Association. Bob Butterbean Love, sure you've heard the name, nicknamed that for his affection for the great vegetable. And he was a great forward. He could shoot with his left hand or his right hand. Born in Louisiana, went to Southern University in the 60s, was a great player there. He was drafted in round 4 by the Cincinnati Royals, 4th round. I didn't realize there were 4 rounds in the NBA draft. Back in, I think it was 65 was the year he was drafted, but he was the 33rd pick overall, so there must not have been many teams there in the NBA. But drafted by the Royals, but mostly played for the Chicago Bulls, 9 seasons with them. Ended up dying in Chicago, by the way, yesterday, and played a little bit with the Bucks, a little bit with the Nets, a little bit with the Seattle Supersonics as well. 3-time All-Star, 3-time second-team defensive player. His number 10 is retired now by the Chicago Bulls, and his number 41, that's the number of that hunting dog from Saturday. I couldn't think of a number 41. His number 41 retired by his college team, the Southern Jaguars. Personal life, he overcame a severe speech disability, speech disorder, stuttered a lot, but he, to his credit, overcame it, and then he spoke to thousands of teenagers, mostly in retirement. So rest in peace, Mr. Bob Love, passing away yesterday at the age of 81. So tonight, if you have them on hand, eat some butter beans in his memory. And then the other one is Mr. Colin Peterson, Australian drummer who met the brothers Gibb in Australia when they were kind of starting out. Peterson moved to the UK in 1966, and coincidentally, so did the brothers Gibb. Like right after that, he didn't know they were moving, but they happened to meet up again, and he became the first non-Gibb brother to be an official member of the Bee Gees. And he was on 6 LPs with them, 6 of their best LPs, all like mostly in the 60s and early 70s. Bee Gees first. Horizontal in 1965, Idea 1968, and Odessa 1969, and a couple others, but those were big albums for them. I've seen his face on some of the Bee Gees albums that I owned before. Blonde-headed guy. I never knew his name was Colin Peterson, but he was a part of some of their biggest hit songs like New York Mining Disaster 41, To Love Somebody, Holiday, Massachusetts, Got to Get a Message to You, I Started a Joke, and then one of my favorites, 1st of May. The brothers Gibb consider Peterson, his drumming, to be essential to their sound, at least their 60s sound, enduring sound. And 4 days ago, another coincidence, another Bee Gees drummer, Dennis Byron, passing away at the age of 75. So they've lost 2 drummers in just a period of like 5 days. And Dennis Byron was no slouch either as a drummer. He co-founded the group Amen Corner. I don't know if that was named after the Augusta National, that 16th hole, whatever it's called. But Amen Corner, the band that had the hit Bend Me, Shape Me. And he was with the Bee Gees. Dennis Byron was from 1973 to 1980. He was on a number of albums, like successful albums: Spirits Having Flown, Main Course, Children of the World, and of course the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack. So he was with them through the disco era. So I mean, Dennis Byron also passing away. If you want to add a third to that list. So rest in peace, Bob Love, Colin Peterson, and Dennis Byron. All right, some basketball great and a couple of music greats. All right, guys, take care. There's some hopefully no big deaths in celebrities to come soon, but there you go. Rest in peace.